Hey, good morning, y'all. Well, it's hard to stay away from the Mandela effect. It's one of those things that seems to be consuming a lot of people, and you know, I have my thing too going on. Constantly, my mind, and I've subscribed to so many of these people to keep me company. You know, I'm just tired. I'm not one of those guys that want to say, "Oh yeah, I remember the Bernstein." It's like a record keep going over and over and over in our minds. And I've listened to them and heard them. I've done the thing for the Ford, and I'm still working on one for the when I do it, it's for the Coca-Cola one. It's taking the time to pull it out of my brain. It's not coming out so easy. But I'm not one to keep adding to that pile. There's plenty of people out there proving that it's going on. But I just wonder, outside of proving and knowing, that those residuals and stuff out there, what do we do now? What's next? We're still not accepted. There's still this, what I call the Mandela police, or the Gestapo, the border guys to keep us, thinking that we're nuts and stuff, and bad memories and what have you. And, it almost seems like, it's almost like, oh, you could open up your mouth at a particular time and say Mandela effect, and they could probably, inoculate you or something like that. It could be, you're one of them, And, like in the old days, like they said in Christ times when they were, talking about Christ, they were really going against the system at that time. The people that truly followed the Christ's words would be like, people that would listen to this shit that I talk about. And you don't make money off of that, It's because it's what you do to yourself, and you control everything, and you can control God, but you're giving yourself up to Him. It's not like you're in control, but yes, you are. You are out of someone else's control. So you can see why they went around and killed all those people, because you don't make money off of that, and you can't make them do what you want them to do while you have your own belief system. All right, and they even set up, you can believe this, you can believe that, and you can believe this. Outside of that, hey, you cannot believe it, all right? Because all these people are in the same spot. The believer and the non-believer are all being funneled down the same little path off the cliff. Do you understand? It's just how it goes, So people that read the Bible and are forced to believe the surface of this thing don't know what they're doing either. They're this lip service to the Lord, And those people that don't believe it, the atheists and whatever they are, these guys don't believe it because in their minds it doesn't make sense. That means they're smarter than someone telling them, but then they've been told what to do, and so many other people are following this without hesitation, blindly, which is what it means. So really what it is that scared those people off. They don't want to do it. I don't give a damn, so what the hell. So they've been disconnected from themselves too. You see, so Christianity is doing its job on both sides of the fence, And so you would say that everyone's still worrying about like a second coming. Well, there's no second coming. People are worried about the end times. Well, this could be the end times, but it's not the end times as you think of it. End times is actually when you've had enough and you found home and you went home. You went back and you returned back to God. That's the end time for you, because none of this shit outside bothers you anymore. That's in a healthy world. But our world is really sick, and those people are going to take us down with them, no matter what it is. I had a dog for many years, and he'd lost a leg when he was a baby, but he wound up being a three-legged dog for almost 18, 19 years of life. And the only part of him that seemed to deteriorate was his back, his hip. The whole front of him was perfect. And I still had to lose him because it just wasn't cool walking around with a three-legged dog that was dragging his one good leg. So, the idea is that, something rotten will take us all out. take the rest of us out. And it's all about our thinking. You know, the whole idea of this mind thing is to go in and clean the inside of you out so you can think better, and gives you a little oomph to a better place to be in, you know. And to find yourself believing in, you know, talking snakes and all that, they've got you believing anything. And anytime they put something up like that damn devil art, you know, for Baal, do you know what it means to give your children to Baal? Go and join a religion, and you feed your baby, you feed feeding yourself, the child in you. Oh, it's New Age. No, it's not. Baal eats children, because that cult did the same thing, reading everything at face value. You know, they found this, oh my God, look, we're supposed to feed them our babies. They don't know that the conscious mind, that when you shut off the mind and become this virgin mind, and it's the virgin mind that gives birth to the God, the child within you, the child of promise. And it's just tough. It's just tough. Anyways, I think I'm getting off subject here, but I'm talking about the Mandela. Because Mandela is a stupid effect, all right? Regardless of where it's coming from, you know, how it's happened, who's in charge. But it is a lowering of our conscious to, like I call it, beta. You know, we have a problem, you know. It's a frequency problem. And, you know, that's if things are changing around us. But if we move someplace else, that would be God doing it, because it's a higher. Our minds and our spirit and the electrics that run the invisible side of us. Louise, shh. And Louise, the part that runs us is of a higher intelligence and a higher vibration, and that moves us over. But if our world is changing around us, then it's the matter part of the world, which is the frequency of beta, the lower frequencies that are moving about. And, you know, I get up to you know, what we are learning now is, oh, you got to be a flat earther, you know. I don't know. You know, the only flat things I know of are people that, you know, like Frankenstein. He ain't got no brain, you know. And, you know, it took a long time for us to even learn that it was round. And then to base it all off the Bible, when someone just comes up on one of those, and all of them are saying, it's in the Bible. It's like, man, don't use that. Oh, please. You know, I know what four corners means, and I think I went over it the other day. Fourfold nature of man, you know, it's not corners. It's, you know, north, east, south, and west, you know, and what all those things mean. So, it's really strange to think that man can invent artificial intelligence even. That's an oxymoron. That's just unbelievably stupid. And to think you can make this machine that you're out there to try to save the world and make it a better place. What is there, some kind of sociopathic program that you put into it so that it overlooks you, or that it takes on your master's thoughts and, you know, and wants, and kills people and stuff like that? That's ridiculous. You know, what's to keep that damn thing from turning on you? You know, that's the way them science fiction says. It's looking, hey, I'm supposed to be cleaning the world of things that are going to hurt and harm it and shit like that. I'm trying to make it, just piece it together just perfect in this new world order. Well, it doesn't run along the lines of, you know, probably whatever the natural program would be, you know, but you never know. If they trained it to be a mean monster, then what the hell? Let it go. What can we do about it? You find that it's our skin and man that's a bad guy. You know, you can make it into a bad guy, you can make it into a good guy. We all have that ability, but the people that are running this earth are a bunch of bad guys. And they can manifest goddamn anything, you know. But I will tell you that intelligent it is not, you know. And just one other insight on the idea that CERN is opening up a portal to let demons in. Don't you guys ever read your goddamn stupid Bibles, even if you believe in the outside of the goddamn things? You know, the devils and all have already been put here on earth fallen angels are already here on earth. All that of demons and monsters and things of the deep are already here on earth. So, if CERN is doing anything when it comes down to opening a portal or something, it's because these things went out. This is their prison. Just like our skin is our prison, and just like this earth is our prison. This is hell, and heaven can only be found by shutting this side of us off and going up and visiting our Maker. Because all of this is for us. It's one giant playground, and you can run it into shit, or you can make the best out of it. And right now, the people that are running it into shit are taking all us other guys with them. So, it really becomes everyone's important to finally one day wake up and shed this thing. This is a great deception that has been upon us for a long time. It didn't just happen. Wake up. I love you guys. I have all this time today because it is raining, man. It's going to rain all day today. I think of you, best to you guys, and start using your noggins. And when it comes down to finding stuff about the Mandela, the rule of thumb is if it's dumb, that's it. That's the Mandela change. Alright. And try not to be a part of it, you know. Look at it. Not to be a part of it. Don't be a part of the dumbness, you know. Just understand in your mind. You know that things have changed. You know, and be afraid one day that not be afraid, but think about it. One day this is what's going to separate us from other people, just like it's separating us from ourselves, what it's separating from our friends and loved ones. So we have to keep check on that. Alright? And we're not going to let that thing get out of hand. If we can. Alright, well, best to y'all. Thanks.